the next week, Henry Johnson of Albany will be awarded the Medal of Honor, a posthumous award 97 years after he fended off a German raid in France. There was a ceremony for Johnson today in Washington Park. Kimberly Howard was there.
Just a few paces from a main thoroughfare that bears his name, a monument with a gaping void.
They called it the Battle of Henry Johnson.
Sgt Henry Johnson was a National Guardsman from Albany, and he wanted to fight for the U.S. Army. But as an African-American during World War I, that wasn't allowed. He instead served his country wearing a French uniform and went on to save American lives.
Despite sustaining 21 wounds, Henry Johnson demonstrated incredible bravery, fought off the German attackers, saved the life of his foxhole buddy Needham Roberts.
Johnson died in 1929 and was never recognized by the U.S. government for his heroism because of the color of his skin. The street name, the statue, the Purple Heart, those all came decades later. And even when they did, something was still missing.
We have a space that was wisely left by John Howe.
Because of John Howe's research and decades of work from many other veterans and community members, legislation was passed, the statute of limitations waived, and enough documentation eventually unearthed to prove that Sgt Henry Johnson deserves the nation's highest military honor.
He always said when, he never believed if.
Howe has since passed away, but his family will be there in Washington.
So we're very emotional about this, but we're so happy. We're so happy to get to this day.
Nearly 100 years later, a war hero honored in the nation's capital. But first, this tribute from the people of his hometown.
Our young people are looking for heroes. Here's a hero. They can look to Henry Johnson, a hero that was from Albany.
In Albany, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.
CBS 6 anchor Greg Floyd will report from Washington when President Obama awards the medal later this week.